Oh my goodness, family, we found the smoking pew pew. Okay, so I'm in Acts chapter 4, and I want you to go and get your Bible and read it along. Yours is going to say some different names, but I want you to remember this story. So Peter and John, this is Acts. So Yahushua, the man we call Jesus, had already died, and they were walking around doing the same things that he did, right? And so they had gathered a group of people, about 5,000 people were following them. And then the high priests and Caiaphas and Alexander and all of them were trying to get them to stop doing what they were doing. And so I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, they had Kappa, which is Peter, and YAHUAH, which is John, brought there before them and said, by what power and authority or in what name do you do this? Then Kappa, sign named Peter, filled with the set-apart spirit, answered them and said, leaders of the people and elders, are we being examined today because of something good that was done for a sick man, a good deed that healed him? If so, then you and all the people of Israel, need to know that this man stands here healthy and healed because of the name of Yahuwah Mashiach, who was Yahusha of Nazareth, whom you impaled. But Allah raised him back from the dead. This Yahuwah Mashiach is the stone that you builders rejected, but now he has become the cornerstone. Salvation can be found in no other name, for there is no other name under heaven that is recognized by humans by which we must be saved. Now the council was taken by surprise by the confidence and boldness with which Kappa and YAHUAH spoke. They thought that these men were uneducated and ignorant. They also recognized that they were followers of Yahusha and had been with him. However, since the healed man was standing with Kappa and YAHUAH right before their own eyes, they could not say anything to refute them. After ordering them to wait outside, the council members began to speak among themselves, and they said, what can we do to these men? Everyone in Jerusalem knows about this miracle that they've done, and we cannot deny it and say it didn't happen. However, to keep this from spreading any further, we will order them to never again speak to anyone about the name of Yahuwah Mashiach. So they called the two emissaries back in. They're talking about Kappa and YAHUAH and John and Peter. So they called the two emissaries back in and told them that they must never speak about or teach in the name of Yahuwah Mashiach again. However, Kappa, Peter, and YAHUAH and John replied to them and said, do you think Allah wants us to obey you or to obey him? We cannot help but to speak about the things which we've seen and heard. The officials threatened them further and then released them because of the people supporting Kappa and YAHUAH. They could not find a way to punish them. Everyone was praising Allah for the miraculous healing that had happened. How about that? How about that? That's where they started saying, you are not allowed to speak that name anymore because that is the name that was healing people. Do y'all hear me, family? Wow, wow, wow. Put your thoughts in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this.